Okay. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. It is the end of September. We are getting into October. Before we dive too deeply into the month and I start diving into all of those releases and reviews, I would like to get out a great albums video where I go over my favorite records of the past month and a little bit from August as well, because I didn't cover all of August with my last great albums video. So, let me list these off. You can find links to check out reviews for all of the records I'm listing in this video, so please do not let these albums slip by you, because I do think they are pretty sick. I do think they are worth your time. For one, the new George Clanton album. This record is a lot of different things. It is an electronic release. It's kind of a shoegazy release. It's a synth pop release. It's also a breakup album of sorts. I don't think it quite sticks the landing. It's a little short and a bit of a meager release. I wanted a bit more out of it. But I still think it's a quality album that has some great tracks on it and has a pretty unique combination of musical styles and influences coming together on it. Its high points are incredibly high, even if it doesn't end up being one of my favorite albums of the year. Next, the new Lewis Cole album, Time. If you are into very soulful, playful, tongue-in-cheek, jazzy pop music, give this thing a shot. Guy's got a lot of personality, and I think the Thundercat fans will like it. The new HMLTD EP, these guys are kind of taking goth rock and pop to a new modernized level with this short series of very fun and entertaining tracks. They're kind of throwing it back to the 80s in the UK very tastefully, with some great production and songs. Also want to give a nod to the new Blood Orange album, Negro, Swan, which is a beautiful, gorgeous, luscious, and dreamy mix of throwback R&B and synth funk. Definitely Devonte Hines' best record yet under the Blood Orange name. Some pretty socially charged lyrics and song topics on this thing too. And it's a very seamless listen as well, with a lot of the tracks flowing into each other and creating this very atmospheric, wavy, intoxicating experience. Next, the new Guerilla Toss album, Twisted Crystal. Some of you may remember me praising the band's last full-length album, GT Ultra, where they embarked on a lot of the freakier, more experimental elements of art pop and post-punk. You know, think Devo, think XTC, but much weirder and a little bit more fun in some respects. This new album over here, Twisted Crystal, it carries over a lot of those same elements, but the band are working out some more experimental musical passages, some more psychedelic musical passages. I do think that hinders the accessibility of the album a little bit, but it is, I think, a bolder statement than their last album, which is certainly saying something. Moving on from there, Armand Hammer's new record, Paraffin, which is easily one of the best abstract hip-hop releases you're going to hear this year. Billy Woods and Elucid trade excellent and esoteric bars all over this record against really creative and surreal, unsettling, and very strange, dark, and grim production. Cannot overemphasize how fantastic the beats on this record are. Next, the new Noname album, Room 25. If you love your hip-hop soulful, thoughtful, conscious, passionate, low-key, intimate, close to the chest, this record is gorgeous, it is beautiful, it is personal, and will most likely, if not become one of your favorite albums of the year, it will certainly read to you as a very memorable and a very unique musical experience for the year that you will most likely have a positive experience with, because there ain't a whole lot of this going on in hip-hop music right now. I'll say that much. It's a beautiful little record. It is a wonderful, again, intimate, personal little album. Next, really enjoy that new Aphex Twin EP, the Collapse EP. Richard D. James puts together some of the most intense, dense, bustling, and experimental IDM that he has released in a while. Short collection of tracks, but again, super enjoyable, very sharp, and complex too, in a great way. Moving on from there, the new Idols album, Joy as an Act of Resistance, the UK art punk and post-punk band, is back with a very sharp and very political, very socially charged and heavy and punchy and exciting collection of songs that are just blistering. They're revolutionary. I think they speak truth to power. I think they challenge a lot of really shitty present-day social norms, and simultaneously speak to the good and potential of mankind. So I'm enjoying that quite a bit. Next, I enjoyed also the 2 new Iglooghost EPs that he recently dropped, the sister EPs. One I prefer a tad bit more than the other, but they are both 2 more installments of Igloo's already incredibly bold and imaginative sound of very bustling and futuristic and kaleidoscopic electronic music. The beats are just wonderful. Dude just continues to kill it, and again, is one of the more unique and cutting-edge producers out there today, in my opinion. Also want to shout out the new Hermit and the Recluse album, Orpheus versus the Sirens. This is a collaborative hip-hop album featuring Brownsville's own Ka, who I have reviewed on the channel quite a few times before. I have noted and have celebrated his very unique, dark, deep, spacey, and very minimalist rap style. Dude spits rhymes at a very, very low-key pace, at a very, very understated delivery. However, his pen game is incredible. His double entendres, his word choice, the coded language, and the symbolism he brings to each track on this thing is incredible. And the way that he works mythology on this record, obviously, with the title being Orpheus versus the Sirens, just something that you rarely see in hip-hop music, such bold references to Greek mythology. And I am going to leave it at that. Those are essentially my recommendations for this month. Hopefully you guys check out these records, any of them that, again, may have slipped by you. Give them a shot, give them your time, because, again, I wouldn't be pushing these albums out there one more time if I didn't think they were worth a shot and didn't stand out as some of the more unique releases I have heard this year. Transition over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, music, reviews forever.